Howdy, welcome to Family Friendly Foods. Today we're going to do something special with wild rice. Now, if you can't do wild rice, you can go to the Value Market out 3rd Street, get some red rice or some black rice, or just use your brown rice. But I have a secret connection in Minnesota, so I use wild rice. Kirby.
Nancy.
I've got wild rice from Minnesota.
Oh, that's the best.
And you vacation in Minnesota.
I do, and I always buy wild rice, but I don't ever know what to do with it.
Well, you're going to find out. We're going to make 2 dishes today.
Okay.
One of them is going to be like a stir fry. So it's all simple. What I've done for this is I've gotten a rotisserie chicken from Value Market.
Look at
and
that.
I'm going to show you how to cut it up.
Would you? Because something else I don't know how to do.
And what you can do with this dish is, like, this could be one from the day before that they cooked and refrigerated.
Okay.
Also, you can use leftovers. I've done it with leftover pork and leftover chicken. But what's going to be left over in this house is the white meat, because this is my sister's house and she loves dark meat. So when we take the dark meat off, we're going to put it in a special place.
All right.
All right, so what you want to do when you look at your chicken,
Show me, Chef.
you got your little chicken. Hi, my name is Little Chicken. And you're going to lay it down with your legs and your arms
Wings.
up.
Arms
Now,
up.
first thing you want to do is cut the legs
Off?
I mean, cut the thigh off.
Is this the thigh?
Yes, you see?
Just
Pull
like
it,
the
pull it, pull
drumstick?
it. Yeah, no. What are we doing here?
Look out for your fingers.
Here, try it right here first.
You want
see?
all this off?
All that off.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Now we got the thigh and the drumstick.
I understand.
Now let's go
Okay.
on this side.
This is truly the first time in my life I've ever cut a chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I've always learned
And this
something.
is the way you do a turkey for Thanksgiving. All right, now we do have some bones here.
Yes.
That you can just pull off. Okay? Now, we've got that. Now let's see, what you want to do is you're going to tear this.
All right, then.
And look, there you go. Now we've got a thigh and a leg and a
Yes.
thigh and a leg. Now if you're doing your turkey at Christmas or Thanksgiving, you can now sit this on the platter.
Okay.
Now the next thing is the breast. And oh look, I
What?
might have to eat that.
What is it?
It's a piece of chicken, goofball. Now, we've got our wing.
That's so weird.
So I want you to pull the wing out
Okay.
and cut it off.
This is what they
Now
make.
pull the whole thing.
Uh-oh.
Pull from here.
Pull from here.
Yes. And
Right.
it should pretty much, here, let me show you.
Okay. Oh. Oh, you want the whole bone.
Yeah.
Am I just going to cut right through the bone, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go.
All right. Now, if this was a turkey, look, you'd have your chicken bones.
Very nice. Okay.
All right. Now,
Or turkey bones.
turkey. Thank you. Now, I want to pull the skin off this so you can really see what you're doing.
Okay.
Plus the fact, the only fat in poultry, a chicken or a turkey, is the skin, and it's not on there right now, but the little tail thing you see on the back of the chicken, that's where your fat is. It's not anywhere else. Now, Kirby, there's your breastbone.
All right, then.
Cut on one side of it. Easy. You're cutting right through it, but that's okay.
Oh, you just want an easy little slice?
Yeah.
There we
and
go.
then, no, I want you to keep working on
Okay.
it. See where, now you can see where it's,
All right.
all right, now, after you do that, feel with your fingers. I'm going to show you with this one. And you just pull it. And we're going to trim it up in a minute. But look, you have a whole breast. Now, do it on the other side of the bone. You can almost do it with your fingers. Get that?
Get that off?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. It's a piece of turkey.
It's a piece of cartilage. Now, just pull it off, and you can stick your finger underneath there, and you don't even need a knife. When this is cooked, it should fall apart.
Just like that?
Yeah, turn it over. See how nice it looks?
Oh, yeah, it looks lovely.
Perfect!
I've never done that before.
Now you've
and
done it.
wasn't as hard as I thought.
All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to get you something to put the leg and thyme.
Okay.
And then we're going to throw this in the garbage. We're going to wash our hands, and then I'm going to cut up some portobello, baby bellas, while you're cutting that up for the stir fry.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm
Okay,
ready.
clean hands.
Let's do it.
Okie dokie. Now, if you'll take the chicken and you cut it and dice it small, because we want this to be bite-sized, because we're making a stir fry, I'm going to cut up my baby bellas. And what I'm going to do is I cut a little bit of the bottom off each one. Most mushrooms are grown in dirt that's clean. It's like sanitized. That's not the right word, but anyway, so all you need to do is wipe the dirt off, which I've already done. I'm using these baby bellas because I want a real earthy flavor. You can use button, it doesn't make any difference. They're not that much cheaper, but you can use them. When you've got a big one like this, what I do is I go on and cut it in half and lay it on the flat side. And I'm not going like this. Again, I'm sliding through it. Don't they smell good?
They smell wonderful. And I was just going to ask, the reason that you cut the end off, is it because it's just kind of tough?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to take these and just slice them up. And again, you want, oh, that's a perfect cut on that, Kirby.
Thank you. That makes me feel good that you thought that. Because I was just thinking you're slicing those so nicely. I understand why you didn't ask me to do that.
You're silly. But I like for people to see, you know, people are intimidated sometimes by cutting mushrooms. And these big ones are easy. You just cut them in half, and you always lay stuff on the flat side so you don't get cut.
Makes it nice and sturdy.
Yes. What we're going to put in this, we're going to have chopped walnuts. We're going to have craisins.
I'm crazy for
Onion.
craisins.
You didn't say that, did you?
No.
You did.
What?
Crazy about craisins.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I know. Okay, fine. All right, so, oh, Lord, it's already
Do we need
starting.
a bowl?
We can slide stuff off.
Oh, okay, okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to the stove.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in it. You
All right.
could use canola oil or whatever, but I've got the olive oil right here, and I'm not using that much. Because this is a nonstick pan, this oil just rolls around, and that's fine. Now, Kirby's going to hand me my good stuff.
Onions first?
I'm going to pour the onions in.
How many?
It's about a half of a medium white onion
Okay.
that I diced a big dice. And this is a half a pack of portobello mushrooms. So a half and a half.
Sounds good.
Now, I'm going to cook this, and while I'm cooking it, I'm going to add a little pepper
Pepper.
and a little bit of salt, but not a lot of salt. I tasted the chicken, and you tasted it too, right?
It's delicious. Yeah, I didn't need much.
No, it doesn't need a lot of salt, so we let them salt as they want. I'm going to put a little bit in now, and I'm going to do this until it starts cooking, till it well, it's cooking, but until it starts to get translucent.
So the onions are going to get translucent, and then we know.
And the mushrooms are too. Now, I don't cook it au sec, which is A-U-S-E-C, which means I cook it until there's no liquid left. I want that liquid in there because the other items will absorb it. Now, as I'm doing this, I want to also tell you all, you don't ever want to put mushrooms in oil if the oil's not hot.
Why is that?
Because the mushrooms will immediately soak it up.
All right.
It's like, that's why you don't really wash mushrooms underwater unless you do it like, boom, real quick.
Oh, that's why you just wiped off the dirt.
Yeah, because it gets full of water and you get waterlogged mushrooms. Now, if you're cooking them, all right, you'll cook the water out. But if you're putting them in a salad or something, no.
I didn't know that. Did you know that? I
All
wonder
right.
I've had such bloated mushrooms in my salads all my life. What's wrong with these things?
All right. This needs to go a little bit longer, but I can still start putting stuff in. But the mushrooms aren't quite done. The only thing I can put in right now is this wild rice.
And
Now,
so the wild rice is cooked or not?
It's cooked.
Okay.
I cooked it.
All right.
It's a cup of uncooked wild rice that I cooked already.
And why do you like the taste of wild rice?
I love the taste. I love the texture.
It's chewy, isn't it?
Yeah, and I also love just, it's earthy.
Yeah. There's more taste to wild rice than of white rice, I think.
Right, and that's why I said you can use a brown rice, or you can go to that 3rd Street Value Market where we've done some
Yes.
shows and get the red rice or the black rice.
So much fun to go in there because there's so many things available that, you know, I didn't grow up eating, and
Well, none of us did.
so it's nice then when you give us the recipes on how to use all these different foods, because it would be so boring to eat the same thing day after day. Plus, you don't get any different nutrients or anything. so-
Right. All right, now, my onions are cooked.
This is smelling great.
Isn't it so good? Now, I'm doing fun with it, and this actually would make a good stuffing for turkey.
Oh, it would. Yeah, that looks perfect on
Okay,
the stuffing.
so I'm going to do about a half a cup of craisins, and if you would pour a half a cup of walnuts.
You got it, boss.
This is so good. And think about how healthy it is, all the stuff we have in it. Now let's get our chicken that you so lovely cut.
You know, it's not just, it's really nice to look at, isn't it?
Uh-huh. That's why I said brown rice would be fine, red rice, black rice, wild rice would be a snoozer. It just wouldn't have any flavor.
Or white rice.
What did I say?
Wild rice, but we knew,
I
knew
know,
what
yeah.
she meant, right?
Thank you. Thank you, Kirby. Thank you, thank you. Now I'm going to let this warm the chicken up. And I'm going to pour this in a bowl.
Uh-huh.
And, oh, this is going to be so good.
Chef Nancy, you outdone yourself.
Oh, this looks so good.
After teaching for so many years, are you just able to just look at 5 ingredients and say, this is how I'm going to...
Well, that comes from my experience in restaurants,
Oh.
like at Casa Grisani and Vincenzo's and Rubino's and Ditto's, and I'm old. Now, I'm going to add for fun a little orange zest.
Okay, I'll put
And
my
I
spoon down.
wash this before I'm doing it. And you just want the colored part.
What a nice contrast.
Yeah, doesn't that look pretty? And we'll do like this to kind
Are
of get it
Zest
in.
really more for the appearance than for the taste?
No, the
No?
taste is amazing. Okay, now. And they could even garnish their own plate.
For you?
Oh, thank you. But this is enough for 4 people with a green salad, a big, yummy salad.
Yeah, that'd be great.
See what you think, Curb.
Or for 2 small people who like to eat a lot.
You get the sweetness of the cranberry, the crunch of the rice and the walnuts, the savory, earthy of the onions. I'm not supposed to talk with my mouth full. I know that.
We
Mama.
didn't do TV bites. We did gigantic bites of food. There's a key to doing this, and it's a small bite, but I wanted to taste all the flavors together.
I know they are. They're
It's
excellent.
really,
and
really
the
good.
earthiness of the mushrooms and the onions, and the cranberries just really pick it up. And the orange zest. Oh, yummy.
So you did this as sort of an entree, right?
Yeah, that's
this is
an
an entree.
entree.
But this would be a great side dish to take to a Thanksgiving dinner or
Well, I wouldn't put the protein in it.
Okay.
Because you've already got nuts in it.
Well, it's really good.
Thank you.
take
All
our-
right. Well, we're going to take a little eating break and come back. Okay, Kirby. Our
What's
second
next?
wild rice dish after we just stuffed our face.
that was so
So
good.
I'm a little sluggish right now, but that's okay. We'll pick it up. What I'm going to do with this is going to be a side dish that you can make anytime. And again, I've used a cup of wild rice. I may only use a half a cup of what I've cooked.
And we've already cooked it, yeah.
It's already cooked. And we're going to saute some vegetables. And we're going to use green onions because it just brightens things.
Okay.
Okay? And then we're going to have it with salmon.
I'm excited to see how you cook salmon.
Okay.
I love salmon.
And
I eat a lot
of it.
It's
so easy. What I'm going to use is Ms. Dash makes a zesty herb and garlic blend. And I use this on a lot of stuff. You can use whatever you want. You don't even have to use this. You can use orange zest on it. I don't care what you use. Actually, orange zest would be good on top of this after you use the zesty herb and garlic. But the deal with it is I want to show y'all how easy it is to cook salmon.
Okay.
Okay.
So what should I do first?
Curb. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this pan on.
Do we need any olive oil?
I'm going to go get you some oil right now. Now, Curb, what we're going to do here is we're going to start out with our vegetables.
Okay.
And we're going to put the green onions in last.
Why is that?
Because they brighten things,
Okay.
and you don't have to cook them.
Gotcha.
All right, and as we did before, you want to make sure your pan's hot.
It's nice and hot, boss.
So I'm going to put this in, see if it sizzles in the oil.
We don't have that much oil in here, but I don't know.
Okay, it's not ready yet. We're going to wait a few minutes.
It is bubbling.
Oh, it certainly is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. We're going to use
Yeah, that's good. About how much do you want to use? About a cup or so?
a half of a yellow squash.
Half of a yellow squash, okay.
And we're going to use a half of a zucchini. Oh, are they sticking together?
Just one.
Now watch out, don't burn yourself.
I'll try not to.
And we're going to let those cook some with a little salt and pepper.
All right.
Be careful, that salt comes out really fast. And that pepper. Don't sneeze after you do that, okay?
That's happened before, hasn't it?
Oh, God.
How do I know when this is done?
Well, we'll let you know. You want to let it sit for a few minutes,
Stop
and then you're
moving
going to turn it over. And while you're doing that, just
Okay.
to get the pan ready, I'm going to turn this pan on. In a few minutes, I'm going to put some oil on it. That's the pan I'm going to cook the salmon in. All right, see how our squash and zucchini, see how the zucchini's starting to, you can see the seeds in the squash and the zucchini.
And this looks a little more transparent.
Right. Now, this is a cup of cooked wild rice. We don't need this much. We're going to use a half a cup.
Okay. And what can you do with your leftover that you
Well,
don't
you
use?
can use it for something else, but a friend of mine from Minnesota, she cooks it and freezes it in Ziploc bags.
That's a great idea.
And pulls it out when she needs it.
Okay, so you know about a cup of this, or maybe
Well, this
Cooked?
we're doing a half a cup of cooked. So that's half of this pan. And just kind of mix it up in there. Run it. Heat it through. Yeah, stir it all in. Get the stuff from the edges. And kind of shake the pan. Here, let me show you. Give me the... Shake it.
oh,
And we're just going to let this go for a few minutes.
all right.
Now, you could put some red bell pepper in it. You could put whatever if you want that color. I'm going to add some green onions.
And you got to get going on that salmon over there.
I know, about 2 or 3 green onions. I'm going to start on the salmon, turn that off. We're ready.
Do you want me to turn it off now?
Yeah, we can just heat it back up.
All right.
I've got my salmon, and I put a little oil and a little my zesty garlic herb blend on it. Now, I'm going to put it in skin side down in my pan.
It's nice and hot.
Yeah. Turn my pan down a little. Sometimes when it's real thick, it takes a little bit longer to cook. So you might want to put a lid on it. So I'm going to go get one. Now what I'm doing is I'm letting the steam cook it. Okay? A lot of people don't like rare fish,
Nope.
especially in this part of the country, because it's not like the ocean is a half an hour away.
It's not super
so
fresh.
the salmon is probably caught on a Monday, it's packed on Tuesday, it's shipped on Wednesday. So unless it's for sushi, I like to cook it a little bit more. So I'm covering it, and then I'll cover it when I flip it. When do I know to flip it? Aha.
When? Tell us.
What you want to do is, and it's not ready yet, you're going to flip it when it starts getting, see that light gray?
Yes.
When it starts getting light gray everywhere.
All the way around.
Right. So I'm going to cover that up till we start getting it light gray, and then we're going to flip her. Okay?
You're going to flip her?
I'm going to flip her. Okay.
Ah.
Okay, you see how we're starting to turn gray?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to flip this. And I've got it down low, so it's going to cook slow, so I don't burn it. And I'm going to cover it. Yes, some people like the skin, and that's fine. I'm cooking it. I don't want to burn it. It's not burnt, and it'll be yummy. But right now, I want to put this on low and let it finish cooking pretty much throughout. How do I know? It'll be flaky. And I'll show you when it's ready. All right, I've got my salmon.
This was so fast.
Well, sure it is. Now, some people will take the salmon and take the whole pan, if you can, like this, put it in the oven to finish it to cook.
Oh.
While they're cooking their rice.
Veggies? Okay.
All right, now.
But we're not going to do that.
No. We're going to put
We're
that
gonna
like
plate
that.
and then we're going to zest it, right?
Yes, ma'am. You're going to have to kind of knock it off of that. Perfect.
Oh, let's have a little tiny bit more.
Oh, yeah. But I meant you did it perfect.
Oh, thank you. Well, I can do this.
And do it on the rice, too. Why not?
Much better than the way I cut up that chicken.
No, that was the first time you've ever done it, girlfriend.
It was. Thank
All
you
right,
for
that's good.
teaching
Come
me
on
that.
now, let's not kill somebody.
Oh, that looks great. Wait.
All right. So
Smells good,
this is our salmon with a wild rice side dish with vegetables in it. And you
Beautiful.
can put any vegetables you want.
And hail to the wild rice.
That's right. And again, if you don't use wild rice, you can use brown, but you can go to the 3rd Street Value Market and get red rice or black rice.